That's way more direct than what you were doing before. And then when he finishes through, we can manipulate whether we clamp here on that top edge or, yes. What's going on, guys? Coach Derek here, back with another video. Today I'm with my little protege, John. Today we're gonna be working on his stance, kind of shifting it a little bit, making sure he's facing the ball more and having a more solid foundation for overall facing off. And then last time we met, we worked on his clamp a little bit, so we're gonna further progress his technique in clamping and hopefully get him dialed in for the summer.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So you ready to get after it?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, with that being said, let's get into it. And then I want you to load up your arm a little bit more. We adjusted his stance a little bit. Originally, John had too much weight in that right foot, and what we were talking about is making his arm straight, and then you actually throw your left hand out when your arm is too straight. What I told him to do, not just even out the weight distribution, but I want him to also open up his hips a little bit more when going down in his stance. This is gonna have us facing the ball so we can be more behind our stick and control what our hands are doing a little bit more. So you're gonna be here behind your stick, and then when we clamp through, we can manipulate whether we clamp here on that top edge or get to that bottom edge as well. So let's do a couple of efficiency clamps with this new stance. A, you're coming up and over. B, even out your weight distribution. You're still heavy in that right foot. Okay, so one other thing that we worked on the last time I was with him with his first move is he's kind of loading up and then going, or coming up and over on his clamp. This is an issue because it's actually taking you longer to get to the ball, so you're gonna feel slow, but you're actually just making a longer distance to the ball, so you're not getting there before your opponent does. So to help alleviate that, this one drill I utilize is right-handed slow clamps while we're on our knee. We're gonna line up with the ball at our shooter, and all we're doing is clamping down the line as slow as we can. I'll speed it up for the example, all right? Until we're fully extended here, and then we reset. Literally 5 to 10 reps of this a day can help improve your clamp and not coming up and over, and also that down the line aspect to get that top edge over the ball. Just give me 5 reps as slow as you can, okay? Because this issue with his clamp is so egregious, no offense, now we're gonna implement this with 2 hands. So this will actually be from our stance, and what I want us focusing on when implementing this slow clamp with both hands is dragging those knuckles on the turf, okay? This is gonna force us to make sure we're not lifting to do that up and over when we're thinking top edge. So it's gonna be down, set, go, on your own, all right? And we're going nice and slow, and as we're going, we're clamping over the ball. This one's gonna be a little bit faster than the right hand only, still slow, but a little bit faster, but we're dragging our knuckles on the ground to get that top edge motion and get over the ball. Now, as you see, when I finished through, the ball was in my throat. We need to invade at a little bit more of a 45. If we go just down the line, we're gonna miss the ball too much. So we're dragging those knuckles, pushing our hands out, and getting that ball to the throat to make sure we don't lift up and over. We need to initiate that top edge sequence more with our right hand, because you're going here, right? And then you're going over. We want the inverse so that we get here, right? And then as we finish through, that left hand is finishing over. So this is gonna help us because we don't wanna end with our left hand too bent over. That way, if we match, we can still turn down and get more of the ball, okay? So try to initiate, good. Now just go down the line more. Keep those knuckles on the ground, knuckles on the ground. Don't lift that hand up. More right hand. There you go. Now that we worked on dragging our knuckles and keeping those hands low, basically emphasizing that control with our hands first, now we gotta shift kind of from a snap in our clamp to a slip. And you guys have probably heard me say this before, especially with some of my other lessons. When we think of the slip, that's actually gonna help us drive over and under our opponent. So give me a half clamp. So yes, we wanna lead with that top edge to snap, get that initial snap, but when we finish through, we're actually slipping under the sidewall and over the ball to finish through our clamp, okay? So we're gonna separate this into 2 whistles to start. Give me a half clamp. Downset whistle, we're gonna focus on that snap aspect, keeping our knuckles on the ground, and then just like we did, dragging our knuckles with that first move, we're gonna go down the line to finish through with the ball on the throat. Now I'm not getting all the way over, which is fine. My top edge is hitting his glove, so that's why I'm not finishing all the way through. This is more so to emphasize continuing dragging those knuckles towards the ball, making sure we're controlling our hands when we finish through our clamp. Okay, so that's interesting. When you focus on the snap, it's fine. And then when you focus on down the line, that's when you load up and go. We're gonna further extend this drill to focus on those hands. John's actually gonna go on his knee now. Now this is gonna be all hands, all right? Don't use your body to finish through down the line. We want our hands going down the line. Down. Good. Here, get into a more like stable, like knee down stance. So on that first whistle, start right here. Hit, and then slip. Yep, like that. Focus on those hands, down. There it is. That was the most direct you've ever done. That was perfect.
Like that.
So now we're gonna further this progression, okay? He's gonna go from his stance. It's gonna be the same thing, 2 whistles, but on that second whistle, instead of just focusing on his hands going down the line, I want him to implement that body finishing through his clamp with pressure on his top edge. So when it finishes through, it should end up being downset whistle here, and then when he finishes through, should end up getting that top edge all the way over and a reverse pinch on the ball. You had it at first.
Yeah, I did.
Bring that, you had it and then you shifted. So bring that left hand a little bit more towards you. There it is, right there. I want you finishing through like that, down. There it is. Good, so now on that second whistle, they're still kind of separated. Give me a half clamp, okay? So on that second whistle, when you slip, I want you focusing on that turn down to get into that reverse pinch. Yes, more like that. There you go. Good, a little bit more down and in. That's it. No, you're good. There you go. There you go. So you guys have seen this before, where I have the stick down, and when he finishes through his clamp, he should be matching the heads as like a puzzle piece, okay? So basically what we're doing is that progression earlier with separating the whistles and his movement top edge to the slip down the line over the ball. Now we're putting it together in one fluid motion off that whistle, and where he ends up based on the relativity to this stick is gonna show us how efficient he's actually clamping. Trying to eliminate that load and then there or that up and over. Bro. Dude.
I did it right?
What the that was perfect. Okay, that's looking way better than the last time we met. Holy shit. It's looking better. You're still loading up a little bit on those last couple, but that's way more direct than what you were doing before. Let's go, dude. So the music's a little loud down here, so all we're gonna get into, clamp versus a half clamp, put it all together, and then we'll end with a couple first move versus first move. Dude, let's go. Too choppy. Give me a half clamp. Yep. Fluid motion going from here, right there, down there. Yes, way better. So not bad, but you loaded up beforehand, right? There you go. Yep. I want you to direct that pressure a little bit better though. You loaded up. Yep. Let's go, motherfucker.
Yeah, I get it.
Hey, that was direct, right?
Yeah.
You push a little bit too much forward, but that was it. Yes. Yeah, that was it. Okay, so hopefully we can, use some audio effects to turn this music down a little bit. No, but we're gonna get into first move versus first move to close out this session. Join us, let's see how John does. You're reacting pretty good. You just need to lead with that top edge more. I'm just reacting a little slow. You just need to lead with that top edge more. Get that top edge over. Like, we reacted at the same time. You had zero top edge. Like, wait, you see how you had to get the ball on your second move?
Yeah.
All I did was go top edge down on that one.
Really?
Yeah. Better. It's way better. Let's go.
I felt
Dude, I smacked that whistle. Ah, you guessed a little bit. Nice, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so that concludes the session. We worked on foundation, fundamental stance work, and then dialed in John's clamp. Honestly, it's looking way better. John, how do you think the session went?
It went really good. I worked on everything I needed to work on, and now I feel a million times better with my clamp.
Heck yeah, and John is actually one of our newest Cougar Elite training members. What do you think of the first day with the program?
It's awesome. I'm getting ready to get after it over the summer.
Heck yeah, if you were to rate the session on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think?
10 out of 10. It was awesome.
We love the 10 out of 10s, okay? If you guys are interested in training with me, Joe, or anyone else at Faceoff Factory, go to faceofffactory.com, and we have sessions all across the United States, so you can find a session closest to you. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.